If you've ever wanted to build an app but assumed you needed a computer science degree first, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to go from one sentence to a working app using AI. And I want to be upfront about what that actually means. We're talking about a simple first version, not a finished product you can sell. You don't need a degree to start. You will still need real engineering skills as your app grows. There are 3 parts. First, how to describe a product instead of writing code. Second, why you add one feature at a time. Third, how to learn the technical stuff in an order that actually sticks. Let's start with why first app stall. Coding feels locked behind expensive degrees, complex syntax, and years of training. So people wait. And when they finally do start, even with AI tools, they overload that first project. 20 features in one prompt. What comes back is a pile of bugs nobody on the project understands. The hardest part isn't typing. It's turning a broad idea into a small, clear product that AI can actually build. Skip that step, and you're stacking features onto a base you can't debug. Here's the alternative. You take one plain language prompt and turn it into a simple first version, often in an hour or less. Then you improve it feature by feature on a base you can actually test. I want to be precise about that, because this is where a lot of videos oversell. The speed applies to a simple first version, not a polished product, not something ready for paying customers. A first version. Part 1. Vibe coding means you direct the product's purpose, design, and user experience instead of managing every line of syntax. A lot of beginners spend months on theory without building anything anyone uses. My take is simpler. Start small and let AI translate your plain language instructions into code. It handles a lot of the setup. You still decide what the product should do, and that decision is the actual skill here. Clear instructions give the AI a focused target. Here's one example, and I want to frame it carefully. It's an anecdote, not a guarantee. Sabrina Romanov walked her 10-year-old niece through this process. The niece had no technical experience, but she did have someone sitting next to her guiding the whole thing. If you're doing this alone, expect a slower ride. In an afternoon, she got 2 things working. A mood diary, a rough working version with photos, music, mood selections, and changing backgrounds, and a Japanese learning app with alphabets, vocabulary, pronunciation, sentences, and voice chat. Those were guided prototypes, not published products. Your results will vary, and complex products still need real skills, real debugging, and months of work. So here's your first step. Describe your app in one sentence. Something like, build an online diary where users write daily entries and select their mood. Pick one useful outcome. Skip logins, payments, storage systems, and advanced integrations for now. You'll get to all of it, just not in prompt number 1. Once your idea is clear, the next challenge is building it without creating a pile of connected bugs. Part 2. AI-generated code breaks when a single prompt carries too many requirements. Ask for 20 features, and you'll often get several bugs at the same time, and no way to tell which feature caused which problem. Incremental building is really a debugging strategy. One change at a time means you always know what broke. Start with the core experience, test every button, and fix errors before you expand. Here's how that played out in practice. First, a working diary, the core experience, tested end to end. Then mood-based backgrounds, added only after the base was stable. Then more mood options and a password, layered on once the backgrounds passed. Then she added music, and the audio failed to play. This is the important beat. Instead of adding another feature on top, she asked the AI to fix the audio first. That's the whole discipline. It doesn't eliminate bugs. It keeps one small bug from becoming part of a larger broken system. Each successful test created a stable base for the next prompt. Your second step. Use a tool like Emergent, Lovable, Bolt, or Replit to build one core feature. Quick transparency. Free tiers are limited. These have paid plans, and I'm not sponsored by any of them. Test the full experience before you enter another prompt. If something fails, describe the exact issue in plain language, and ask the AI to fix only that issue. Nothing else. Part 3. Traditional courses open with data structures, algorithms, and abstract exercises. A lot of people quit there because it feels disconnected from anything real. 0. A working project flips that. Every lesson becomes an answer to a problem you already care about. And to be fair to the other side, Some developers argue you should master the fundamentals before touching AI tools. Fundamentals absolutely still matter. They just land harder when you hit the problem yourself. 0. Watch how this works. Users need private accounts. You learn authentication and security. Each user needs their own data. You learn databases and data modeling. Your app needs an outside service. You learn APIs and integrations. You want a clean public link. You learn domains, hosting, and deployment. Each of those is real study time, not a prompt away. But now you're learning them for a reason. Your third step. Launch a simple first version and share the link with friends. That's a feedback loop, not a product launch. Write down every problem people hit. Study the topic connected to the next problem and apply it directly to your app. Then repeat. Before you go build something, here's what this workflow won't do, and I'd rather you hear it from me than find out in week 3. It won't produce a secure, scalable product you can hand to paying customers. It won't remove debugging. You're going to hit errors you have to understand and fix yourself. It won't replace fundamentals once your app needs accounts, real data, or payments. And it won't stay free. These tools have usage limits and paid tiers. Knowing those limits up front is exactly what keeps a first win from turning into a stall. So, start with one clear idea and build one feature. Test everything before you add more. Expect real work before real users, accounts, data, payments, and learn the deeper technical skills as your app grows. AI gets you started fast. The engineering still has to be learned. That's not the bad news. That's the path. If that's the kind of honest, step-by-step build you want more of, subscribe. Next one goes deeper on the first feature,